Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Politically Correct Ghana lesson 336, and today is the 16th of November 2025. The title for discussion is Budget 2026 of Ghana. We just want to discuss the budget 2026 of Ghana, pick up the highlights, some highlights, and then the downsides, so we pick it up and then we show it and then critique it. That means that we make some recommendations such that if these recommendations are taken or improved upon or adapted, not adopted, but adapted, it would be in the betterment of the country. All right, the name is H. Kwame Afaglo. Budget 2026, the highlights are this, that it is wonderful. It's a nice thought, very nice thought that the country wants to convert its gas, natural gas, from Cape 3 Point into fuel for thermal plant generation of electricity. So then it's categorical in the budget that the government will what? The John Dramani Mahama government and NDC government are going to what? Generate 1,200 megawatts of electricity out of thermal, out of gas. That is at no cost because it's from Ghana. Then it means that the IPPs, in independent power producers, we can let go of them because this is a state-owned electricity or thermal electricity generation plant that is going to give us 1,200. Akosombo is giving us only 1,020 megawatts, but this is going to give us 1,200 megawatts. It means that there will be surplus. The whole country will be lit. Industries can have continuous power without any break. Homes can have continuous power without any doomsday or blackout, intermittent blackouts. All right, so that's a very bright one because you cannot grow any economy in recent times or grow any wealth in recent times without electricity. Electricity is a key factor, just as land, labor, and capital are. All right, so that's just one point of it. The other bit is the big push. That is the highway, the expressway from Accra to Kumasi and back. 6 lanes in, 6 lanes out. That is brilliant. That is just one thing that I love to see. I love to see and I love to drive on. So it's good, it's good. These are very laudable plans for a government to think that way. The inflation rate is going to remain at 8%, plus or minus 2%. So between 6% and 10%, that's what the inflation rate is going to come up with. But then the inflation rate, just as is between 6 to 10%, and the lending rate is too high. The lending rate at our commercial banks. Please, the governor of Bank of Ghana, call the bank managers for a meeting and then work on the lending rate, because your base rate itself, the Bank of Ghana base rate, must be aligned with the inflation rate, such that the banks can also lend at a lower rate. Then businesses will pick up, businesses will go and borrow, and then improve on their services and expand, and new ones come in and hire people. That's how you create one area that you can create job using inflation and then interest rates. Okay, that's just one bit of an observation. So Bank of Ghana governor, please, and the finance minister, work on that lending rate. The lending rate at the commercial banks are too high. Let me look at this positive bit. That's the Abe economy. That's the palm oil economy, the Abe economy. You know, Abe is nice. Abenkwa is nice. Zefufu and all that, they are all nice. It's just so Abe economy, we should expect that palm oil is going to move us into another height of our economy, and it's very good. Palm oil plantations, brilliant. The agric business, they are going to come up with so many agric implements to mechanize it. So that's just one bit of it. But then one weak link, a very big weak link, is that of tourism, then education and health. They are only a drain on the economy. Tourism, education, and health are only a drain on the economy. What am I saying? Why am I saying that? Look, for a budget, you have to see how much comes in before you allocate the resources to them. Tourism, you're going to build National Theatre in Kumasi. You're going to rehabilitate that of Accra. You're going to build a fund for creative arts. The word, their title is creative art. So are we saying that the creative art industry cannot creatively think of how to raise funds to establish their own theater and all that stuff? I don't know how creative they can be, or how creative they are. That is a weak link. Tourism is a weak link. We are only pouring money in there. We are not getting much out of it. If we cannot have a manager or a minister who is a manager, who can run the ministry such that They break even, externalities. You break even. I'm not saying you should make profit. Break even. Then there's no need. The state must roll back when it comes to tourism, so that whoever is in charge of tourism must bring in the money that it spends. The state must roll back. So you put in proper managers in there. So minister, please start working towards breaking even. Let us know how much you bring in from tourism and then how much it goes out. You know, tourism, education, tourism is also there. And then health tourism is also there. Let's say the health tourism, that which you use the money to build National Theatre in Kumasi. Why not use that one to build a modern Kolebu teaching hospital and make it a health tourism center? Add that of UGC, University of Ghana Medical Center, UGMC, as a medical tourism center. Charge the appropriate fees such that you break even and make profit from the medical tourism side. What about education? What about education? Education has ceased to be a developmental tool. It tends to be a business tool. Look at all the advanced countries. It's a business tool. So they are attracting international students. But we are now going to be building primary schools buildings and then secondary school buildings. So if you build them, you're pumping in money in there without gaining much. Is that what we want? The education ministry must be up and running. Let's know how they can design programs to attract international students, and they can break even and make profit for the economy. The name is H. Kwame Afaglo. Let's not hire people in places just because they know how to what? Drain the national resources. But they must what? Contribute to the national resource and break even at worst. Thank you. But the budget is good.